Hello and welcome back. If you're someone who cares about brain health, aging gracefully, or simply making smarter food choices, then you're in the right place. Today, we're shining the spotlight on a fruit that has earned a well-deserved reputation as one of nature's most powerful superfoods, blueberries. These little blue gems have been cherished for centuries not just for their flavor, but for their profound health benefits. They're rich in antioxidants, especially anthocyanins, which are known to fight inflammation, slow cellular aging, protect the heart, and even boost cognitive function. But here's the twist. How you eat blueberries matters more than most people realize. In fact, simple mistakes in the way you choose, prepare, or consume them can quietly cancel out many of their benefits. That's why in this video, we're breaking down the 11 most common mistakes people make when eating blueberries, including one in particular, mistake number 5, that nearly everyone does without knowing it. Think of this like sitting down for coffee with a good friend who's done the research for you. Because I have. Whether you enjoy blueberries fresh, frozen, in smoothies, or tossed over oatmeal, I promise you'll walk away with tips that will help you get more from every berry. So stick with me. And while you're here, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below with how you love to enjoy your blueberries. Your support truly helps this channel grow, and I love hearing from you. Mistake number 1. Settling for low-quality blueberries. Not all blueberries pack the same nutritional punch. If you're picking berries that are underripe, often hard and sour, or overripe, soft, shriveled, or leaky, you may be missing out on their full spectrum of health benefits. Underripe berries haven't fully developed their antioxidants, especially anthocyanins, the compounds responsible for that deep blue color and many of the anti-inflammatory effects. Overripe ones, on the other hand, may have lost their vitamin potency and are more prone to mold and spoilage. When shopping, choose blueberries that are plump, firm, and have a rich, even blue hue. A natural silvery white coating, called the bloom, acts as a protective barrier and is a good indicator of freshness. Avoid berries with signs of shriveling, softness, or juice stains in the container. Mistake number 2, skipping proper washing. It's tempting to grab a handful of blueberries right out of the pack, but skipping the wash step can expose you to more than just fruit. Commercially grown blueberries often carry pesticide residues, dirt, and microorganisms picked up during harvesting and handling. A 2023 USDA pesticide data report showed that blueberries are frequently among fruits with detectable pesticide traces, even after light rinsing. Rinse blueberries under cool, running water in a colander, gently moving them around with your fingers. Do this just before eating, not earlier, since washing them prematurely can accelerate spoilage. Pat dry with a clean towel or let air dry on a paper towel-lined plate. Mistake number 3, eating too many at once. Yes, blueberries are a superfood, but that doesn't mean more is always better. A single cup offers 3.6 grams of dietary fiber, which is great for digestion. However, consuming 2 or 3 cups in one sitting, especially if you're not used to a high-fiber diet, can cause bloating, cramping, or loose stools. A study published in Gut 2018 emphasized that sudden increases in dietary fiber, especially in soluble types found in fruits, can disturb the gut microbiome balance and lead to gastrointestinal discomfort. Stick with 1 serving per meal, roughly 1 cup or 150 g. If you love them and want more, spread them out over the day instead of eating a big bowl all at once. Mistake number 4. Eating them alone without supportive nutrients. While blueberries are rich in antioxidants, vitamins, and fiber, eating them on their own may limit their full potential. Pairing them with foods rich in protein or healthy fats helps slow glucose absorption, improve satiety, and enhance the bioavailability of fat-soluble nutrients like vitamin K. A bowl of blueberries with Greek yogurt and walnuts not only tastes delicious, but also keeps your blood sugar stable and provides protein and omega-3s. This combo makes a perfect breakfast or post-workout snack. Mistake number 5, ignoring signs of mold or decay on blueberries. Blueberries may look innocent, but their high water content and delicate skin make them one of the most perishable fruits in your fridge. One of the biggest mistakes people make is consuming or keeping blueberries that show signs of mold or early decay, sometimes without even realizing it. Because blueberries are so moist, they create the perfect breeding ground for fungi. Molds such as Aspergillus, Penicillium, and Botrytis cinerea, commonly known as gray mold, that thrive in these humid conditions. What many don't realize is that not all mold is benign. Some species can release mycotoxins, harmful compounds that can suppress your immune system, irritate your gut, and even become toxic to the liver and kidneys over time if consumed in large amounts. Mold on blueberries is often visible as white, gray, green, or fuzzy patches, but early-stage mold may not show up on the surface immediately. That's why inspecting your blueberries closely, especially after a few days in the fridge, is crucial. A single moldy berry in the container can infect the rest, spreading invisible fungal spores throughout the batch. Even if only one berry looks affected, it's best not to take chances. According to food safety experts, removing just the visibly moldy one isn't enough, because the surrounding berries have likely come into contact with the same spores. Always discard any berries that have been in direct contact with a moldy one to prevent risk of foodborne illness or allergic reactions. Symptoms from consuming mold-contaminated berries can range from mild nausea and stomach cramps to more serious respiratory issues, especially in those with mold sensitivities, asthma, or weakened immune systems. To minimize the risk of mold and extend shelf life, transfer blueberries out of their plastic grocery container and into a ventilated or breathable container lined with paper towels. This absorbs excess moisture, the key trigger for mold growth. Don't wash blueberries until you're ready to eat them. Water speeds up mold development and softens the skin, making them spoil faster. Use your refrigerator's low-humidity crisper drawer if available, as it helps maintain the right environment to keep them fresh. If you're meal prepping or batch cleaning, allow the berries to dry thoroughly before storing. If you notice even a slight off smell, sliminess, or softness in clusters of berries, it's best to discard the affected portion immediately. Mistake number 6. Improper storage that shortens freshness and nutrient value. Storing blueberries the wrong way can silently sabotage their flavor, shelf life, and even their nutritional power. A lot of people bring home fresh blueberries, toss the plastic container straight into the fridge, or worse, leave it on the counter, and assume they'll stay fresh for a while. Unfortunately, that's not how blueberries work. Blueberries are highly sensitive to temperature, humidity, and airflow. Leaving them at room temperature for too long, even just a day or two, can trigger rapid spoilage. The fruit softens, moisture builds up, mold begins to grow, and in the process, antioxidants like anthocyanins, which give blueberries their deep blue hue, begin to degrade. To preserve both their nutritional potency and freshness, proper storage is essential. Here's how to do it right. Step 1. Transfer from store packaging. Supermarket containers are not designed for long-term storage. The plastic clamshell traps moisture and restricts airflow, creating a perfect environment for bacterial or fungal growth. As soon as you get home, gently transfer the blueberries into a wide, shallow container lined with clean, dry paper towels. This absorbs excess moisture and allows better air circulation. Step 2. Store in the refrigerator's low-humidity drawer. Blueberries thrive best in cool, dry environments. Your refrigerator's low-humidity crisper drawer is ideal. Set the temperature between 32 degrees Fahrenheit and 38 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 degrees Celsius to 3 degrees Celsius. This range slows down enzymatic activity and bacterial growth, keeping your berries firm and flavorful for up to 10 days. Step 3. Don't wash until you're ready to eat. Washing blueberries too early is one of the fastest ways to ruin them. The added moisture settles into the delicate crevices of the fruit and accelerates mold formation. Only rinse them right before consumption. If you prefer pre-washing for convenience, make sure they're completely dry before storage. Use a salad spinner lined with paper towels or air dry on a clean cloth. If you're someone who buys blueberries in bulk or wants to meal prep smarter, consider using an electric vacuum sealer with mason jars. After washing and thoroughly drying your blueberries, place them inside a sterilized, wide-mouth mason jar. Use a vacuum sealer to remove excess air and create a tight seal. This significantly reduces oxidation, slows microbial growth, and protects berries from the ethylene gas emitted by other fruits in your fridge, which can prematurely ripen them. When stored like this, blueberries can last 2 to 3 weeks in the fridge without losing flavor or nutrients. And if you freeze them this way, you can keep their texture, taste, and antioxidant value intact for up to a year. Mistake number 7. Not freezing blueberries properly. The hidden reason you're losing nutrition. Freezing is one of the best ways to extend the shelf life of fresh blueberries without sacrificing their nutritional value. However, freezing them incorrectly can cause clumping, sogginess, and flavor loss, turning your vibrant superfruit into a mushy mess. When blueberries are piled together and thrown straight into a freezer bag, the excess moisture and close contact cause them to stick together. This not only ruins the texture but can also damage their delicate skins during thawing, leading to nutrient leakage, particularly vitamin C and polyphenol, which are highly sensitive to temperature changes. The right way to freeze blueberries. Step 1. Start with dry, unwashed berries. Yes, do not wash blueberries before freezing. Moisture encourages ice crystal formation, which leads to mushy fruit. Instead, freeze them dry and wash only after thawing. A 2015 study in food chemistry showed that washing berries before freezing led to a 15 to 30% increase in cell rupture during thawing, compared to unwashed, dry-frozen berries. Step 2. Pre-freeze in a single layer. Line a baking sheet with parchment paper and spread the blueberries out in a single layer, making sure they don't touch. Freeze for about 2 to 3 hours until they're solid. This step ensures the berries freeze individually and retain their shape and firmness. Step 3. Transfer to airtight freezer-safe containers. Once fully frozen, transfer the berries into a zip-top freezer bag or a vacuum-sealed mason jar. Remove as much air as possible to prevent freezer burn and protect nutrients. Vacuum sealing can preserve flavor and nutrients for up to 12 months with minimal loss in antioxidant activity, according to research published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry. Freeze blueberries in portion quantities, like 1-cup bags, so you only thaw what you need. This minimizes exposure to air and moisture, keeping the rest fresh. If you make smoothies every morning, pre-freeze 1-cup packs with blueberries, spinach, and banana. It saves time and keeps everything nutrient-rich. Mistake number 8. Limiting blueberries to one recipe. A missed opportunity for daily nutrition. Many people only think of blueberries as a smoothie or dessert ingredient, but this mindset severely limits their health potential. These tiny berries are a nutritional powerhouse, rich in anthocyanins, fiber, vitamin K, and brain-boosting flavonoids. So using them in just one way means you're missing out on diverse benefits and culinary creativity. Using blueberries in different recipes not only adds excitement to your meals, but also ensures you're absorbing their nutrients in different forms and combinations. For instance, pairing blueberries with healthy fats like nuts or seeds can increase the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin K. On the other hand, consuming them with fermented dairy like yogurt supports gut microbiota and boosts calcium absorption. A 2020 study in Advances in Nutrition emphasized that regular consumption of blueberries in mixed meals, like salads or grain bowls, had a greater effect on cognitive performance in older adults compared to smoothies alone. Examples to expand your blueberry game. 1. Salads. Toss blueberries into a arugula salad with goat cheese and walnuts for a sweet, savory antioxidant punch. Why it works. The vitamin C in berries helps absorb plant-based iron from leafy greens. 2. Savory sauces. Simmer blueberries with balsamic vinegar, garlic, and rosemary for a reduced sauce that pairs beautifully with grilled chicken or salmon. Blueberry polyphenol may help reduce inflammation triggered by cooking meats at high temperatures. 3. Oatmeal and grains. Stir fresh or thawed frozen blueberries into steel-cut oats, quinoa, or barley. Combining blueberries with whole grains may lower post-meal blood sugar spikes, according to research in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. 4. Cheese platters. Add blueberries to cheese boards with brie, aged cheddar, and almonds. The acidity and tannins in blueberries enhance flavor, while adding phytonutrients to an otherwise rich snack. 5. Blueberry hummus or guacamole. Add pureed blueberries to hummus or avocado dip for a unique, tangy twist. Chefs in wellness-focused restaurants have started using fruit in savory dips to boost antioxidant content without added sugar. Limiting blueberries to 1 or 2 recipes deprives you of the full range of taste, texture, and health benefits they offer. By incorporating them into salads, sauces, savory sides, and even drinks, you make your meals more colorful, exciting, and deeply nourishing. Mistake number 9. Ignoring allergies, the rare but real risk of blueberries. While blueberries are considered one of the safest and most hypoallergenic fruits available, some individuals, especially seniors with shifting immune responses, may experience allergic reactions. Ignoring subtle symptoms after eating blueberries could put your health at risk, especially if reactions worsen over time. A blueberry allergy is usually triggered by your immune system mistakenly identifying certain proteins in the fruit as harmful. This sets off a histamine response, which can lead to symptoms ranging from mild to severe. Itching or tingling in the mouth, swelling of the lips, tongue, or throat, digestive distress, gas, bloating, cramps, or diarrhea, hives or skin rashes. In rare cases, shortness of breath or anaphylaxis. A 2022 review published in the Journal of Allergy and Clinical Immunology documented several cases of oral allergy syndrome, OAS, where individuals allergic to birch pollen experienced itching and throat tightness after eating raw blueberries. Cooking the fruit, interestingly, eliminated the reaction. As people age, immune function and gut barrier integrity decline, making the body more sensitive to new or previously tolerated foods. If you've recently developed GI symptoms, mouth irritation, or rashes after eating blueberries, it's important not to shrug it off as just aging. According to a 2021 study in Frontiers in Immunology, new-onset food sensitivities in adults over 60 are underdiagnosed and often mistaken for acid reflux or IBS. A 67-year-old man in Ontario reported mild nausea and itchy lips every time he ate blueberry muffins, but ignored it. Over the course of a year, his symptoms escalated to bloating, fatigue, and eczema flares. Upon allergy testing, he was diagnosed with a mild blueberry intolerance aggravated by gut dysbiosis. After eliminating blueberries and restoring gut flora with probiotics, his symptoms disappeared. If you experience persistent digestive issues or oral discomfort after eating blueberries, stop consumption and consult an allergist. Consider switching to cooked or dried forms, which may deactivate allergenic proteins. Keep a food journal to track symptoms and identify patterns. If you're already allergic to salicylates, a natural chemical in many fruits and spices, you might also react to blueberries due to their salicylate content. This is especially important for seniors managing autoimmune conditions, asthma, or chronic hives. Mistake number 10. Not taking advantage of freezing for year-round nutrition. Fresh blueberries are seasonal and often pricey when out of season. But missing out on freezing them properly is a nutritional mistake many people don't realize they're making, especially seniors who may benefit most from the anti-aging and heart-supporting effects of this superfruit. Blueberries, when frozen properly, retain up to 95% of their nutrients, including antioxidants like anthocyanins, which help fight inflammation and oxidative stress. But improper freezing techniques can lead to nutrient degradation, mushy texture, clumping, or flavor loss. A 2021 study published in LWT, Food Science and Technology, showed that blueberries stored at -18 degrees Celsius in vacuum-sealed containers preserved their polyphenol content better than those stored in plastic bags or left exposed to air. Correct way to freeze blueberries. 1. Rinse gently under cold water, then pat completely dry with a paper towel to avoid ice crystal formation. 2. Spread in a single layer on a baking sheet and freeze for 1 to 2 hours. This prevents clumping. 3. Transfer to a vacuum-sealed or airtight freezer-safe container, glass jars, silicone bags, or BPA-free plastic. 4. Label with date. Blueberries can last up to 12 months in the freezer without major nutrient loss. Seniors, keep frozen berries in small portion containers so you only defrost what you need. This avoids repeated thawing and refreezing, which accelerates nutrient loss. A 72-year-old woman from California found she was skipping blueberries during the winter because of the cost and poor taste of imported ones. Her nutritionist suggested she freeze large batches during the summer, using a vacuum sealer system. Not only did this save her over $300 a year, but she also reported better energy and reduced joint pain by maintaining her daily antioxidant intake year-round. Frozen blueberries work well in oatmeal and porridge, smoothies and yogurt bowls, baked goods like muffins or healthy pancakes, homemade fruit compotes or low-sugar jams. Don't thaw frozen blueberries if you're blending or baking. Use them straight from the freezer to preserve texture and nutrients. Mistake number 11. Choosing conventionally grown blueberries without considering pesticide exposure. While blueberries are often celebrated as one of nature's most powerful superfoods, where and how they're grown can make a huge difference to your health, especially for seniors. Many commercially available blueberries are treated with synthetic pesticides, fungicides, and herbicides. These chemicals are used to protect against mold, pests, and crop loss, and to extend shelf life. While effective for farming, they can leave invisible residues on the fruit's surface, even after shipping, storage, and retail handling. A recent report by the Environmental Working Group, EWG, ranked blueberries among the top 20 most pesticide-contaminated fruits in the U.S., with over 50 different pesticide residues detected in random samples. Prolonged dietary exposure to even low levels of pesticides has been linked in multiple studies to endocrine disruption, hormone imbalance, neurological changes, particularly in older adults, oxidative stress, which accelerates aging and chronic disease, impaired gut health, which affects digestion and immunity. A 2019 study in Environmental Health Perspectives found that adults who consumed the most pesticide-contaminated fruits and vegetables had significantly lower fertility rates and increased inflammation markers compared to those who consumed organic versions. Safer alternatives. What you can do. 1. Choose organic blueberries whenever possible. Organic farming prohibits synthetic pesticides and fertilizers, relying instead on natural pest control and sustainable practices. This not only reduces your toxic load, but also supports healthier soil and farming communities. 2. Thoroughly wash conventional blueberries. If organic isn't available or affordable, washing is your next line of defense. Rinse berries under cool running water, gently rubbing them with your fingers. For deeper cleaning, soak in a vinegar solution, 4 parts water to 1 part vinegar, for 5 to 10 minutes. This helps break down pesticide residues and kill bacteria. Rinse again thoroughly to remove the vinegar taste. A 68-year-old retired school teacher from Oregon noticed recurring skin rashes and fatigue that her doctor couldn't initially explain. After switching to organic produce, especially high-risk fruits like blueberries, and reducing her overall pesticide exposure, her symptoms improved significantly within 8 weeks. She now soaks all her produce and sticks to organic when possible. How to choose and store blueberries wisely. What to look for. Firm, plump berries with a deep blue color and natural silvery bloom. Avoid those that are soft, shriveled, or have visible mold. Storage tips. Keep berries in the fridge, unwashed, in their original vented container or a breathable paper towel-lined bowl. Wash only before eating to prevent moisture buildup and premature spoilage. Serving ideas. Toss them on oatmeal, stir them into yogurt, blend into smoothies, or snack on them straight from the fridge or freezer. They're also excellent in baked goods like muffins or folded into pancake batter. Quick recap. 11 common blueberry mistakes to watch out for. If you want to enjoy the full health benefits of blueberries, be sure to avoid these critical errors. 1. Eating too many at once. Even superfoods can backfire in excess. 2. Skipping the wash, surface residues and bacteria are real risks. 3. Pairing with iron-rich meals can interfere with nutrient absorption. 4. Adding sugar or syrup cancels out their antioxidant power. 5. Cooking at high heat destroys delicate polyphenol and vitamins. 6. Only eating them one way limits your nutrient diversity. 7. Neglecting storage tips leads to spoilage and mold growth. 8. Over-relying on supplements. Whole berries offer more complete benefits. 9. Ignoring seasonality. Off-season berries are often less nutritious. 10. Skipping frozen or dried alternatives. A missed opportunity for convenience and nutrients. 11. Choosing chemically sprayed blueberries. A hidden source of toxins, especially for seniors. If you learned something new today about how to get the real benefits of blueberries without the hidden risks, don't keep it to yourself. Hit that like button, because it tells the algorithm you value your health. Subscribe to our channel for more science-backed tips on brain foods, aging, and vitality. Comment below, which blueberry mistake surprised you the most? Have you made any of these? And don't forget to share this video with someone who needs a health boost from nature's little blue powerhouse. Remember, the smallest changes can make the biggest difference in how you age, think, and feel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.